High School. Would you please stand for the playing of our alma mater? Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Usually have a game and a half here, but I think it's one of his daughter's basketball games. I'm going to give you the starting offensive players for Hazel Park. Number 5, Dean Queener. Number 6, Derek Oliver. Number 8, Chris Lane. Number 12, Dan Dawson. Number 20, Greg Lewis. Number 32, Chris Collis. Number 40, David Merrill. Number 50, Chris Durbin. Number 54, A.J. Thomas. Number 58, Matt Brockett. And number 64, Robert Delaney. Playing on the defensive side of the ball for Hazel Park is number 3, Chris Merrill. Number 5, Dean Queener. Number 7, Matt Waters. Number 8, Chris Lane. Number 12, Dan Dawson. Number 20, Greg Lewis. Number 50, Chris Durbin. Number 56, Doug Berger. Number 58, Matt Brockert. Number 73, Dorian Reed. And number 78, Greg Berlinger. Head coach, Scott Guthrie. Defensive coordinator, Jason Guthrie. Assistant coach, John Barnett. And a trainer, John Bray. Referee's out on the middle of the field. He'll call the captains out and give them the coin toss. And we'll be getting underway shortly.
Number 58, Matt Brockert. Number 64, Robert Delaney.
Well, Hazel Park comes in tonight with a real close loss to Losher last week. I think they lost 7-6. Talked to Coach Guthrie in the practice the other day. He said the guys played really, really good. Made a couple of mistakes. Had the ball game in hand, but just couldn't quite pull it out. But he was proud of the way they played. And we'll see how they do tonight. I think Scott's looking for a good game out of his kids tonight. And let's hope they bring it to them.
Ferndale
It looks like
receives the kick.
Ferndale will receive the kickoff. Kicking for Hazel Park is number 10, Azaman Gurici. I know I butchered that name, but back to receive deep for Ferndale is number 21. And it looks like 78 or 28-1. I can't see the number, but we're about to get the referee's whistle and get underway. And we got the whistle, and the hand goes up in the air, and here we go. It's a nice kick down the sideline. It's taken in the backfield by number 28, taking about the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down to right about the 25-yard line. Number 52 in on the tackle, Adam Gaddis.
Wendell Ross returned the kick for the Eagles. Justin Thomas makes the stop.
Justin Thomas in there to help out on the tackle, and it'll be first and down on the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Eagles.
And Ferndale will have the first offensive play of the ball game, and we don't have. Yes, I do have their names. 21, McIntosh, Damon McIntosh taking the signals for the Ferndale Eagles. Gives it to the back man. He got bumped, a pass, and it just slipped through the receiver's hand. It's number 47. Chris Reeves was the intended receiver, just slipped off the end of his fingertips. Incomplete. Tell you, it was a good fake because I thought 28 had the ball. He did get popped pretty hard, but luckily it was incomplete. Second down 10. Number 14 split right, and 82 and 28 split to the right-hand side. 14's to the left. Two men in the backfield and an eye. Pitches it back. And he's tackled. He lost some yards. Good tackle by, let me get a number. Number 6, it looks like. Derek Oliver. Loss of 2 yards to bring up a third down and 12. David Merlin on the stop also.
The play loses 2 yards. Third down and 12.
Darren Fox is up here with me a little bit, and Jamie Knapp, he could be complaining about the sun in his eyes, you know?
I know how it feels, Clint.
Third and 12. Big play for both teams right here, and it's dropped. He picks it up, the quarterback, but he's going to be tackled. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and he's going to have to punt. So a good defensive stand by Hazel Park. I'd give you who made that tackle, but it looked like the whole team was over there, so it was a broken play. He dropped the ball and tried to run with it. He picked up 2, and it's 4th and 10. Back to receive, I'll get his numbers, probably number 5. It would be Dan Queener. I believe that's Dan. It's either him or Derek Oliver. Gets not a very good, almost blocked. It's going to go, and that is Queener, and he picks it up. And he could be, and he's going. No clips, guys, stay away. And Dean Queener runs the kid back about 65 yards for a Hazel Park touchdown. Now, last week, we missed the extra point. I think Scott's probably worked on that this week, so see if we improve that. Queener showed me some speed there. Got a couple of good blocks, and when he got those 2 blocks, he got outside, and nobody was going to catch him. Just, I'd say 65 yards for 6 points. Ferndale's a little bit late getting a player in, and we're going to try for the 1 point. Eisenman is going to do the extra point. Eisenman. Gets it down, kicks up, and it's good. So, early in the game, Hazel Park takes a 7-0 lead. Well, they look like they come to play tonight, and let's see if we can hold on to their adrenaline and score some more points. Well, they're going to have to kick it to Ferndale, and according to all the newspapers, Ferndale's got a couple of fast players. So, but I know some of these defensive people on Hazel Park, and there's some tough kids out there right now. I'm going to apologize to Isa, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I'll find that last name, how to pronounce it, before the next game. So, Eisman, you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Club continues to sell 50/50 raffle tickets. They get gift wrap supporting all our athletes. Support our booster club.
He's back for a kickoff again.
Resident Gear 6 is kicking off for the Vikings.
21 and 28 from Ferndale back to receive the kickoff. The arms up. Here we go. Another pretty good kick. Kicks it back to about the 10-yard line. He gets it on a 5, and number 28 has it. And got some open room, but he's brought down inside the 20, I believe, or right at the 20. There were Ross returning the kick. Ball's on about the 21-yard line, where Ferndale again will have it 1st and 10.
Justin Thomas again running the sack. 1st down and 10. The ball is at the 21-yard line.
They're in I formation again. He gives it to the second man through, number 4, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And there was a bunch of guys making the tackle. Well, number 58 made the final tackle. That's Matt Brockert. He brought him down. And we'll give him a yard. We'll bring down 2nd and 9.
1 yard is gained on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Receiver split out both ways. High backfield. Takes it. Gives it to the first man through outside, and he's met right there. Nothing doing. Beautiful pursuit and good. He stayed home, number 20. That's Greg Lewis. He played that way in the 7th grade at Beecher, too. Greg stayed his ground. Made a picture-perfect tackle, brought him down, gained about a yard, bring down 3rd and about 7. This is a big play for Hazel Park. Needs to get the ball back, and it's also a big one for Ferndale. They'd like to keep the drive alive, losing right now 7-0, and got the same formation. They're probably going to throw on this formation. He's back. He's going to throw. Gets a long pass out, but it's closer to a Hazel Park kid, and it's incomplete. Actually, he wouldn't. If he'd have caught that ball, he wouldn't have got any yardage. And let's see how this punt was. He didn't have a real good punt out last time, and it ended up in a touchdown. So they're going to have to kick it to Hazel Park again and see what happens.
4th down and 7.
Good defensive stand again by Hazel Park. Number 5, Dean Queener, back to receive it again. I probably won't have as an easy run back as he did the last time, but it was almost blocked the last time, too. See what can happen. Gets snapped. Oh, straight up in the air. And it falls dead inside the Ferndale 50-yard line. As we'll be on about the 47-yard line, where Hazel Park will take it 1st and 10. I didn't get the rusher's number, but he got through pretty quick, got up in the kicker's face, and it went almost straight up in the air. Good job defense. And there is a flag, and it could be a clip. Let's see what happens. Well, it looks like he picked it up. No. And that's what it was, a push in the back, and it's
illegal block in the back is a signal.
And that is a bad break for Hazel Park. Now Ferndale's got the ball on the Hazel Park 44-yard line. And
15-yard
coaches probably don't like that, but and he's not going to like me saying this, but I did see a clip out there pushing them back. It was a good call. So now Ferndale has it 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 44-yard line. And 75 is getting up. Number 8 with the tackle. We're going to give it to him, and that's probably Chris Lane. Pick up a yard, bring up a 2nd down and 9. And pick up 2 yards, brings a 2nd and 8.
Matt Stephan with the charge of Eagles on that play. 2nd down and 13.
Those mistakes can be costly. It went from Hazel Park's ball on the Ferndale territory to Ferndale's ball in Hazel Park's territory. And there's a fumble, but it's still loose. Let's see. We'll sort it out. Hazel Park says they have it, but that don't count. It's still Ferndale's ball.
Number 75. Matt Stephan calling for the Eagles. They're at the Hazel Park 34-yard line, 1st and 19.
Wait a minute. Boy, I guess I was lost for a play. It was Hazel Park's ball, and apparently they fumbled it. Where's Jamie Knapp, my partner, so he can keep me straight? Anyway, right now it is Ferndale's ball on the Hazel Park 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Gives it to the 2nd man through. He's met right away by number 8, Chris Lang, and helped out there on the tackle by number 20, Greg Lewis. We'll give him a yard, a short yard, to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Brought down by Greg Lewis, Chris Lane. 1 yard gain by the play, 2nd down and 9.
We have 2 men split right, I formation. Back to throw it. Throws a quick one over the middle. He's caught, and thank gosh for speed from somebody from Hazel Park, because he was in the open. Number 82. Yeah, it could be 82. There is no 82. Chris Collis, number 32, with the tackle. He caught him from behind, but he was in wide open territory and had all kinds of room to run. But Chris did catch him from behind to bring him a 1st down on about the 26-yard line. 1st down, Ferndale. Gives it to the 2nd man through. He's met there. He's tripped up by number 20, Chris Collis again. No, Greg Lewis, I'm sorry. Greg Lewis stopped him, and let's give him a no gain. He got about a foot, so Larry says no gain. I'll say no gain. So it's still 2nd and 10. They're playing a running game. Ferndale sticking with a run mostly, and Hazel Park stopping them pretty well. But now they got 3 wide receivers split right. No, 1 of 41's gone off the field, so they got 2. And a flag. Probably too much time. Hazel Park number looks like 50. Chris Durbin with a tackle. There is a flag on the play before and it's going to be against Ferndale. What I think they did is they took a man out of the backfield and sent him off number 41. When I said there was 3 guys going out to right, they took him out too late and he got called for illegal participation. And with the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15. The ball is about the 31-yard line. Two receivers split out to the right. Back to throw, a little quick pass over the middle, intercepted! Try to get a number 40. David Murrow with an interception, another turnover, but this way it went to Hazel Park's way. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. We gave Ferndale the ball on a miscue. They couldn't take advantage. Let's see if we can. Actually, this will be Hazel Park's first offensive play. They ran back a punt for a touchdown, but this will be, well, it'll be their second offensive play, the one that fooled me. Let's see who moved. I think it's off. It is. It's offsides against Ferndale. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Offside is the call against the Eagles. That's a 5-yard penalty.
And that gives Hazel Park a break, and it will be 1st and 5. Right out about the 35-yard line. Well, you just saw the speed of the old Beecher kid, Dave. I have Dave Hill. Now he's the junior high coach. Back then he was the web coach for 7th grade, and that was, remember number 20 from Beecher?
I
Greg
sure
Lewis?
do. Greg Lewis was a very strong tackler, good runner, and a very coachable kid.
I just saw Dave Hill coach walking up the stands. I recruited him for help since my compadre's not here tonight.
I'll be glad to help, Mr. Atkins.
So that'll bring up a 1st down, I'd say about the 47-yard line of Hazel Park. 1st and 10. Give it to the first man through. He's got, well, no, he didn't get it. Oh, look at this. Oh, he drops it. Well, look at that. Greg Lewis. I don't think they're going to catch Greg Lewis. Was that a shovel?
Well, Mr. Atkins, that was a good bounce for the Hazel Park Vikings.
I mean, for 2 fumbles, right? We fumbled to them, they fumbled to us.
I'm sure that was not in the playbook.
I don't know. Scott Guthrie, he'll have some plays. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't a play, he's going to say it was.
I'm sure he will.
I'm going to ask him next week. I'm going to ask Jason first.
We'll take a look at that on the film.
Barnett will probably tell us the truth. I don't know. Barnett will probably say it's his play.
Mr. Atkins, you're hearing my coaching voice. We have 51 7th graders out for the junior high football team.
That's fantastic. I heard that today. They misquoted the number. They said 45, so you got 6 more.
You got 6 more as of today.
All right. This man is going to kick it through again. It's down, it's up, and it looks good from here. And I told you Scott Guthrie would work on that kicking game this week.
Yeah, we have a lot of kids that have younger brothers at 7th grade level. Their older brothers are on the varsity team.
I tell you too, what, a couple of miscues, and Hazel Park now leads 14-0.
It's really nice to see him light up that scoreboard.
I talked to Coach Scott Guthrie one day during the week, and he emphasized to me this is an important game tonight. He really wants to win this game very, very badly. He praised the team the way they played against Gloucester. Came up a little short, but he says this is going to be a big game for me.
It's kind of a crosstown rival, Ferndale and Hazel Park joining one another at boundaries, so it's a big game for them.
I don't think that concerns Scott right. He wants to get these guys playing football the way they can. I know most of these kids, and there's some tough kids out there. Isserman is back kicking off now. Got to learn his last name. So he's ready to kick again, and 28-21 is back for Ferndale to receive. And here we go again. And another good kick. He's going to kick it back to number 28. Picks it up about the 10-yard line and goes to the right. And gets some running room this time, but he's caught from behind.
One of the things that Coach Guthrie emphasized to me this year at Hazel Park has a lot of speed in the backfield, and that's good to hear.
Adam Gaddis was in on that tackle. Well, I'll tell you, the first touchdown was, you weren't here, I don't think, but Dean Queener, he showed me some speed running that punt back, and I know what kind of speed Greg Lewis has got. And a kid named Chris Collins, they said he made a well of a lot of tackles last week, and he's made a couple here good ones tonight. So they're here to play. 1st and 10. Gives it the second man through, and he stopped right at the line. I see number 40 is in on the tackle. 54, 40.
Looks like a lot of gang tackling out there.
Yes. 54, 40, and 50. Who is all those people? David Merle, Chris Durbin, and A.J. Thomas. We'll give them all 3 credit for that tackle. Number 4 was a... Second down, 8. Gives it the first man through. No, he's going to throw it. And, whoa, did he have it? Yep, he caught it. Looked like he was fumbling a little bit. Went down. The referee said he had control and picks up a first down. I believe that's their first down so far. Maybe that's second. I don't know. Well, Dave, we got numbers at the junior high. We got numbers in Little League Raiders. We got numbers at the high school. Would you say maybe football is starting to improve?
I think this is a real positive sign for Hazel Park.
Yes.
Hazel Park needs a strong turnout at every level.
Well, that's going to cost them 15 yards. A big clip on this side. Run hard, guy. He's coming back.
Ferndale, number 41, is pretty big back.
Yes, he is. But they've stopped him pretty well so far. Now, he got some yards that time, but he was helped by a clip, so it's coming back. It's going to cost him 10 or 15. I don't know which. He calls it holding. That's 10 yards, I think. And that could be why 41 got through so easy.
I think you're right, Mr. Atkins.
David's Clint. The rest of the night it's Clint.
On the radio, I'll call you Clint. I'm a Hazel Park employee, so he's really my boss.
It's still Clint.
Okay, Clint. All right.
Makes me feel old when you call me Mr. Adkins. Not that I'm not, but you don't have to feel old.
We're both young at heart.
That's right, my gosh. Okay, we have a 1st and 20 on the Ferndale 35-yard line. Now that we got our age settled. It's a new formation, 2 men in the backfield. Goes back to throw. He's got a man open right now. He throws it out long, and somebody better touch it. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Fortunate for Hazel Park.
Yes, it was. He beat his defender. He was trying to catch it. He got burned. Whoever was back there, and I'm not gonna. And we got lucky. I think he got around him, and the defender looked up, and he said, "Holy mackerel! I better try to catch this guy." And he couldn't catch him.
Clint, I thought I was going to be a little nervous here. I'm out on the field a lot, giving directions and telling what's going on, but this is a first, Clint.
I think the Guthrie boys saw him, and when he came to the sideline, I think he patted him on the head and talked to him a bit. Probably chewed him out, then patted him on the head. That's normally what they do. Okay, 2nd down and 20. Back in an I formation. Blitz coming. And the quarterback still got it. He's being chased. He's going to get some. He's going to get more than some. I think he's out of bounds right about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little before then. He got outside, got some yardage.
Yeah, he got outside that cornerback.
Yeah. 47-yard line.
And he got about 9 yards of that penalty back, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. That's the first long run they've had, so don't get tired, Vax.
What a beautiful night to play football tonight.
It sure is. A little hot for those guys out on the field. Is that the end of the quarter, Dave? I can't see the clock.
We have 1 minute and 59 seconds.
Hazel Park takes a timeout. But for the spectators, it's beautiful.
We'd like to remind everyone that the Boosters Club is moving around some.
We have our first Raider games tomorrow here. 4 games tomorrow night.
Wow.
We start at 4 o'clock.
That's starting with third grade?
Start at 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yeah. They play flag. There's no tackle there, but we've got about, let's see, close to 120 kids out there this year.
Well, that's great.
Well,
I think the experience they get.
We've got 120. The junior high has 45, and I heard about 25. That's another 70, close to 70.
Well, I guess they're good news from the 8th grade with Coach Dixon and
Yep.
Coach Brodsky. They told me they had 38 today.
That's what I was told. And it's about 70 kids up in junior high, and we need to keep them going.
Yeah.
Need to keep their grades up. And
We just started practice on Tuesday.
Yep.
And we have to have 3 days of no contact, so we go live next Tuesday.
we've had a couple of scrimmages. A couple of our teams in little leagues look pretty good.
The ball is picked up in play. This is
3rd down and 11.
for the Eagles.
Hazel Park needs a stop right here. He's back to throw, being chased. Good blocking. Over the middle, too high, out of his reach, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Scott still didn't like what he saw. He was too wide open. He could have completed that pass with a good throw for a 1st down. Well,
They
we got a
split their
flag.
flanker about 15 yards.
Let's see what the flag is. It's against Ferndale, so it's probably going to be a holding call. I think from this point I would just decline it and let them kick it.
I agree, Clint. Get that ball back in our hands as soon as possible. Be nice to put another 7 points up there, Clint.
Tell you what,
before half.
easy coaching from up here. ESP, Scott agreed with us, so
Right.
they decline the penalty, they're going to have to kick it away, and Dean Queener's back to receive it again. They almost blocked both punts so far, so since somebody can get in. Well, they're not putting a big rush on this time. Not a real good kick. Oh, look at that. Queener picked it up. Well, he got about 2 yards.
Got a good bounce on that.
Yeah, he
so
did,
able
and
to pick up
he's
a few yards.
right in his hand. Might as well pick it up.
And
And you know what? Good reaction from the Ferndale player, too, to recognize that and tackle him.
You know, when that ball's up in the air, you got to keep an eye on it. It doesn't take a funny bounce to hit one of your players unexpectedly.
So Hazel Park will have it 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Who have we got in the backfield? Greg Lewis. And I can't see the numbers yet, Dave.
Yeah, the sun's kind of almost right in their eyes right now. Coming up in there.
I think it's Derek Oliver on his side. It was. Eight. I think it's Chris. Chris Lane was big old Chris Lane carried the ball. He got a yard, brings 2nd and 9. Second down 9. Still a full backfield. Back to throw. He stretches it out. Oh. I'll tell you what. Dan Dawson
That always scares me when they
It scares you,
but
but
near
I'll
that
tell
bench.
He made an acrobatic flip across that bench and landed right in the sand. That was great.
Yeah.
Jamie Gordon almost caught that pass, but I don't think it would count as a coach catch. Greg Lewis comes out.
We coaches always say we'd like to suit up one more time.
We got number 7, Matt Waters split out left, and Danny Dawson to the right. 2 men in the backfield, a man in the slot. It's back to throw, being chased. He's got to get rid of it, and he gets rid of it. It's caught. It's going to be short of a first down, but it was a good play. And looks like Hazel Park's going to have to kick it away, but that was a good play. He was running for his life back as a quarterback. Got to pass off, and it was complete. 4th down and about 3.
You don't want to take chances with 31
Not this early in the
seconds.
game. No.
Just run down and make a good tackle on this punt. It's the key.
It looks like Dan Queener is the punter, too. And I think they were trying to draw Ferndale offsides, maybe. There's a whistle. Let's see what the flag is. I think he's waving it off. Official's timeout. He waved the flag off. No infraction. Now we got another whistle. Is that the end of the quarter?
It's the end of the quarter, and moving on to the second.
Okay. At the end of the first quarter, Dave, 14-0 Hazel Park.
Well, it's good to see them get a couple touchdowns under their belt.
Band sounds good, playing the old fight song. Jamie Gordon is the JV head coach. He's funny. We have a businessman here in Hazel Park named Romeo Bassinet. I don't know whether you know him or not, but he called me and he brought.
I had his son last year in my class.
He brought bomb pops for all the football players. Jamie wouldn't let his JV have. He wouldn't let them have it. They don't deserve them, and I as a coach don't deserve them. I had to go back in my years with Jamie when he was a kid and talk him into letting his team have bomb pops. But he finally let him have one. Okay, now we're going to kick the other direction. Oh, bad snap. Can he get it away? He gets it away, and you know what? It wasn't pretty, but goes out of bounds on about the 39-yard line. How about the 42-yard line? Tell you what, Queener's run back looked a lot better than punt, but he did get some distance out of it. And it'll be go ahead.
But I live in Ferndale, and so my wife said I had to cheer for Ferndale, and I told her I wasn't going to do that. When I coach in Hazel Park, I do that. You know, so.
Well, it's 1st and 10 on the Ferndale 42-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 men in the backfield. With the snap, it was a whoa! Tell you what, he dropped it, but he got popped when the ball hit him. He got popped by Dean Queener. That was number 80. Pierre Lucas, and he got popped. Tell you what, they're getting open too easy, but they're just not catching the ball.
I think the last receiver from Ferndale heard some footprints coming up, called Big Hazel Park guys.
Dean's pretty big boys. They show him 5'11", 100 pounds, 180. He looks bigger than that to me. And second down, 10. And did they take too long?
There's a flag on the play.
I didn't see anybody move. And they're walking 5 yards against Ferndale, which will bring up a 2nd and 15. They took too many seconds.
Yeah, I was thinking a delay of game there. That's really good.
Delay of game was a call, 5-yard penalty. Second down and 15.
Quarterback's got it. He's going to keep it. He's going to try, and he gets around the first tackler. Oh, got some running room. And we got some flags. I hope it's against Ferndale because he got some room. They missed about 7 tackles.
Yeah, there's a couple flags.
There's a flag on the end of the play, too.
Line of scrimmage, and where the quarterback got tackled on the 40-yard line.
And we have an injured player for Hazel Park. Okay, we're back on, Dave. Injured player sitting up. It looks like he'll be all right. And
it's always good to see sportsmanship on
all the penalties
when there's an injured player.
The personal foul against the Vikings. Penalties offset.
After all that action, that was number 8. Chris Lang, he'll be fine. After all that action and flags all over the field, it's still 2nd and about 14.
Looks like the breeze is picking up a little bit. May help on pass offense down the line.
I guess there was 2 penalties on Ferndale, and one of them they assessed. The holding penalty was assessed. So it's 2nd and about 22. No, not 22.
So it'll now be 2nd down and 25.
That was right. 2nd about 22, 23. The sun goes down a little bit more, Dave. We can see a little better.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble seeing the numbers. Right?
Okay, Ferndale's in a hole, and they got about 4 receivers out. He's in a shotgun. He's trying to get it off. He gets it off, and is it caught? We'll see. No. Skipped on the ground. Referee's right on top of it to bring up 3rd and 22.
Still with 20 yards to go.
When you can contain to the outside, it's pretty hard to score.
Get off the field, 58, 54 checking in. A.J. Thomas in on the line for Hazel Park. The quarterback's back to throw, being chased. He's run out of the pocket. Somebody needs to grab him. Ah, good tackle. Good open field tackle. Who is that, Dave?
Number 21, Dave.
That would be Jason Pratt. And I remember Jason Woody wasn't big enough to make a tackle like that. He sure made that one, didn't he?
Sure did. This is what I always find gratifying. When I see a little 7th grader, when I see him in the varsity team, he becomes the star.
I tell you, he was a sure-footed tackler and a good tackle there. Did it all. He did just a good job. Upended him and saved a big run. And now it's 4th, and they're going to be kicking to Hazel Park, and gets it off. A good punt that time. He lets it bounce and get away from it. He said Queener had a thought about picking it up, but just as he started to, he slipped.
Yeah, it looked like his foot slipped up.
And then he was wise enough to get away from it. So a good punt. It puts Hazel Park back around the 22-yard line. They'll take it 1st and 10.
I think they're going to try to grind it out a little bit with this 14-point lead.
22 checking in is Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas is a good football player, too.
Yes.
He's a junior. He was out of Hazel Park for a while. He came back about a year ago, maybe 2, I'm not sure. a good athlete. Full backfield. And we got a whistle. Probably too much time.
Probably delay again.
That's what it was. Got to get the play off in time, and that cost them 5 yards.
Hazel Park needs to get a first down here.
Yes, and now they have 15 yards to go for a first down. You know, it's not, you've had some penalties, but it's not been real heavy.
Ball's about on the 18-yard line.
Yep.
Coming out of that huddle quick now.
Going to give it to Chris Lang up the mid. No, he didn't. He gives it outside. Queener, well, he gets caught from the back, and he was down. Whistle blew, he was down. Ground cannot cause a fumble, and it did.
Yeah, you want to have point on point when you're close to your own goal line. Protect that ball.
Yeah. He picked up a yard, a long run for a yard.
Yeah.
Pick up 2 yards on the play, second down and 8.
Wait a minute.
7 yards gain on the play.
Out of that T formation again.
Picked up about 4 yards, a second down and 11. And we got somebody out. Oh, he's caught from the back and sandwiched. I hope he's okay. He got caught from the back and hit from the front. Big loss on the play that time.
I think they tried an option on that play, and Ferndale was
That
able
would be
to
number 3, Chris Merrill.
penetrate that line of scrimmage, and
Hazel
Hazel Park lost a
Well,
couple
is
yards.
it time to throw a pass?
Well, when I'm up 14 points with about 5 minutes left, we'll see what Hazel Park does. Try to play a little
If I
conservative.
throw a pass, it'll be a long pass.
Yes.
Be about as good as a punt. So we'll see what Scott has got in mind. He's sending a receiver right and left, so he's got him ready. Let's see what he does. He gives it off to Lewis on the outside. And he's got some room and caught from the back and slammed down hard. Just take it, Greg Lewis. You got a first down. That's football.
Excellent game.
Yes, it was. A good call and good run by Greg Lewis and a first down. You know, a lot of people watching football saw that when he threw him down like that. They say, uh-oh, that's football. You're going to run like that to me. If I can, I won't make you pay for it, right?
That's right.
Okay, first down. Ball's on the Hazel Park 47-yard line. Gives it to the first man through and hold on to it, number 22. That's Justin Thomas. Picks up a couple. Give him 3. Give him 4. Bring up a second and 6. That was Justin Thomas, I believe. Son, go down. Another 50 feet. And a man in the slot and split wide right. Gives it to Greg Lewis around the side end. Gets by one. He's loose. And he gets another first down.
Well, you know, Coach Guthrie told me Lewis had speed. He's showing that tonight.
Yes.
At the 30-yard line, it'll be another breaking first down.
Coach Guthrie said Greg Lewis was one of the faster players he's had in the last couple of years.
When he played for us in the 7th grade, I knew most of the referees in the junior high program. They just looked at me and said, "Clint, where did you get this kid?" He was good. He was good then, and he's still running. Ferndale showing blitz. And an open runner. Who is number 8? Chris Lang, big fullback. Looks like he's going to move the chains.
Kind of looked like a belly play, Clint. It's very deceptive for the linebackers trying to key on anybody.
Or just give it to the big man, let him run out of the belly, and he gets first down. And you're running the clock. Be good to run a lot of time off the clock and score again this quarter. And they're about 16 yards away from scoring. 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. Now it's 1st and 15. Big old tackle moved on the line.
Time possession is so important in football.
Yeah.
When you have the ball, of course, the other team cannot score.
Yep. Greg Lewis got a breather. He's back in. Actually, I think there were 2 linemen moved, but I think the one they caught was the left tackle. The left guard was on this side.
This is impressive how we're mounting up first downs.
Yes, it is. And 2 men in the backfield. Receivers split both ways. And guess who's got the ball? Greg Lewis. A good fake. Another move. And he's down near the goal line. Tell you what, he left one defender in his tracks. A good cut back to the inside, and he gets another first down and down near the goal line.
Yeah, we had some Ferndale players just tackling air right there.
What I like, another thing I like about it too is Terry Trout's got the down marker with him. He's having to work tonight. You know Terry, don't you? One of our school board members.
Oh yes. Okay, all right.
He's over with the down marker, and he's having to travel tonight. I'll talk to him about that tomorrow. 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. I think Lang's got the ball, and I think Ferndale almost pushed him across the goal line, but not quite. Well, look at that, right on the goal line. Inches. I know if Phil Guthrie coached junior high for a long time. That's his son's coaching here. I know what he'd be saying right now, Dave. Quarterback sneak. That's all. Phil loves the quarterback sneak.
Right or left?
The right or left, it doesn't matter. Just give it to the quarterback. Let him sneak across. But he don't. He gives it to somebody, and it might be time for quarterback sneak. It is a touchdown. Waited for a second for the signal, and he got across.
So important for those linemen to stay low and push them back a foot or two and benefit from getting a touchdown.
Waiting to see who Larry says got in. It was either Lang or Oliver, one of the two. I think it was Lang. And let's see if Eisman can get it through again. Got a good snap. It's up, and from here it looks good. And it's good again.
Excellent drive.
How much time we got left? Can you see the clock?
We have 5:27 left, Clint.
And we're leading what, Dave?
21-0.
All right, it looks good right now, but we got a long way to go.
You never want to take for granted getting up 21 points. We played the whole game. Looks like the band is getting ready for a superstar performance, as we always get on this field.
It always does good. Eisman's been busy tonight. He's kicked 6 times already, 3 kickoffs, and this will be his 4th kickoff and 3 extra points. He's going to have to get a new pair of shoes tomorrow.
The Asman Joseph to be kicking.
21 and 28. McIntosh and Ross back to receive. Here we go again. Another nice kick. It's up the middle. Number 28 has it. He's going to the outside. Let's see if somebody can catch him. And somebody caught him, but he got away. Now he's coming back this way. He lost a couple yards by cutting back. Good pursuit by Hazel Park. We'll give 52 credit for that. He got up, so he must have been in on it. Adam got us. There was a couple more guys in, but he was the first one up, so I'm going to mention his name. David Maryland on the tackle. And Ferndale will have the ball 1st and 10 on about the 27 or 28-yard line. And Scott wants something. Coach Guthrie. I think he wanted a timeout, and he got it. Well, you can't take them home, would you, can you?
No, you can't. Use them when you need them.
He gets 3 per half, and they don't carry over, so you might as well use them.
Well, we have some new stands here, folks. It looks a beautiful field.
Brand new stands. Just completed about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Nice upgrade on our field here.
I tell you, I give our administrators, our athletic director, Tom Pratt, a lot of credit for working. A lot of people doesn't know it, but he's been working on getting these stands for about 4 years. He finally got them. It was hard to find the money, but we found it.
We just need to fill these stands, Clint. And we're going to see that more and more every week.
These are brand new on this side, and they're redone on the other side. They're not new on the other side, but they are reconditioned. They're fine shape. They're all reconditioned. Okay, 1st and 10 on about the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Got a lot of time now. He's being chased. Oh, he got it off. And broke it up nicely. I tell you. Who is that, 12 or 13? Is that a 12 or 13?
It's 12.
Dan Dawson did an outstanding job. He had 3 offensive players back there.
They threw a Hail Mary up there.
They threw a Hail Mary, and he watched the ball. He did his jump at the right time and broke it up. Good job, Dawson. Because that would have been a big play. The sun is finally going behind the trees, Dave.
Now we'll be able to announce this game and see the numbers a little better, folks.
2nd and 10. And a shotgun. He's going to keep it and run. Oh! He was in trouble, but he got out. And didn't get the first down quite. He was almost tackled in the backfield.
He was tempted to option that off in the last second, but he chose to keep it. Gained about 6 yards.
Actually got about 9. It's 3rd and 1. That's right, Sid. You're right, Dave. That's why you're a teacher. You can add those numbers, real fast. Boy, it'd be good if we could stop them here. 3rd and 1. And he's still in the shotgun. He's going to throw a little quickie over to the side. And couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do, and he threw it to nobody. So now what does he do? Does he take a chance?
I think Ferndale.
He's going to take a timeout to talk about it.
Possibly punt, but down 21 points. They're going to try to score.
I think he'll go for it.
I think you're right.
Well, he didn't call a timeout. He just come out on the field and talk to him for a minute. Well, it's 4th and 1, and he is going for it. He's still in the shotgun. I don't understand in the shotgun. I don't think I'd try it right up the middle if I'm going to go for it. Looks like he's going to throw. Bad snap, and, well, let's see what happens. Guys, If the first guy threw it had him, it'd have been a loss, and he knows he should have had him. That's number.
Well, they split their ends and their flankers, and they kind of had to spread out a little bit there, Clint.
Chris Lane had to hit his grips on him, and usually Chris is an ideal tackler, but he let him slip through that time. Got a first down. Chris was a little disgusted with himself. He's beating the ground. Chris is a competitor. In a shotgun, he's back to throw. Long pass, and he's got somebody open. Oh. I think that's Dawson back there again. I think he thought about trying to intercept it, but still 2nd and 10.
This quarterback from Ferndale can throw it.
He can air it out.
He can throw it. It's about a 40-yard pass.
Thank goodness for air sake. Either they're not in the right place part of the time and they drop them. And we've had some good defense on some plays too, on the pass. Excellent defense on the run. Still got 3 people split out in a shotgun. He's going to option, and he didn't get it off. He thought about throwing it, but he waited too late to pitch it. And did you get the tackler?
That was number 40.
That would be David Merrill. And the loss of 3. He should have tossed it out to that option guy, but he either didn't see it or he didn't have the confidence to do it, one or the other. Merrill
can be such an effective tool, but
yes, it is.
But got to have good hands.
You better have some good hands. You're right. You have to have some good hands you're throwing it to. 3rd and about 13. Still in the shotgun. Guys, look for the bomb. Number 80 is discussing something. Pitch out. No pass. Pitch out. And nothing going that time. Nothing going.
Like
number
how they
50.
Penetrated the line of scrimmage. We had 3 tacklers from the
Number
Vikings.
33 looks like. Chad Queener or Chris Callis?
Chad Queener.
Is it 32 or 33? That's Chris Callis, number 32. Looked like a 3, but it's 32. And
number 32, Chad Queener made the stop. This is a 4th down.
Well, we have 2:23. It'd be great if we could take advantage and put some more points on it.
That was 33, Chad Queener. Oh, straight up in the air and a flag.
The ball is dead at the 40-yard line. There's a flag on play.
If he touched the ball, that's not a penalty, but the referee's not going to listen to anything Scott's got to say. We don't have instant replay, so he's going to give him the 15 yards. He almost had to touch that ball because it went straight up in the air.
Yes,
and if he touched that ball and hit the kicker, it's not a penalty.
Very close call.
Well, they're marking it off.
Hazel Park coaches are talking to the officials a little bit.
Not going to do any good to talk to them now.
We've learned that lesson.
Might get a call later on, but
It is a 1st down. The ball is now at the 37-yard line of the Vikings. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles.
Okay, Hazel Park is
1st and 10
on defense.
on the Hazel Park 47-yard line. Tried to take it up the middle, met there by about half the team. Now they should give the ball right on this hash mark right here. I don't know whether they're going to or not, but he was stopped. But they're going to give him the other couple of yards.
Hazel Park was swarming like bees on
Yes.
that ball carrier.
Picks up 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. In the shotgun, he's running the option again. Look at this. Good tackle. Number 6, Derek Oliver.
Only about a 1-yard gain on that.
He helped out.
He had thoughts about optioning again.
He helped out by number 50, Chris Durbin.
Along with number 50, Chris Durbin at the stop for the Vikings. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 5.
How much time we got, Dave? I can't see the scoreboard.
We have 48 seconds.
All right. Need 2 more stops, and we go in halftime. Still in the shotgun. He's going to throw it this time. Get your hands up. Long pass, and there's nobody within 15 yards of the ball. He can throw it, and we got another flag. Did he hit the passer? Well, looks like it's going to be against Ferndale. Yeah, back it up, Derek Oliver. He's going to. It's probably holding. Let's see. Holding against Ferndale.
Holding is a call against Ferndale. Penalty yardage moves the ball back to the 43-yard line.
Well, folks, we have 29 seconds left.
And that was a big penalty, and the ball will be on the Ferndale 44-yard line. 3rd and a long way. 3rd and 20. And he can throw it 40 yards. We've seen that, so guys be ready. And it looks like we are. We got about 4 guys pretty deep. And he's going to throw, trying to get through as the defenders. Up in the air, and look at this. Now somebody needs to step up right there. Good job, Hazel Park. Get his number as he gets up, Dave.
That was number 84. Excellent tackle by Jared Collins.
Jared Collins with a tackle, and we have a timeout called by Ferndale.
The ball carrier runs the ball forward to the 50-yard line. Ferndale has called timeout. 4th down and 13 yards to go.
It's 4th down and 13. What would you do right now, Coach Dave, if you were Ferndale?
I would have a couple flankers out there, okay, and I guess sometimes they can be deceptive. We're looking like it's a pass, and you can do a run on this.
I think I would run the ball.
That's what I'm
thinking. Go in the
Clark.
locker room.
Yeah.
You don't want to punt it because Queen's got some speed. Dean, and try your luck at a run or throw it a mile. One of the two.
The concession stand remains open, and Bridger Park continues to.
The last thing I do right now is punt.
I agree.
This is a 4th down and 13 play for the Eagles. 16
and the Ferndale coach agrees with us.
He's
He's in a shotgun formation. 4 receivers showing. And he gets a little short pass, and I think it was touched by somebody, but even so, it's way short and incomplete. And Hazel Park can throw a bomb. How many seconds we have?
We have 11 seconds.
Hazel Park could throw a bomb right now. Or he could pull one of these speakers outside. Or he could just kneel on the ball and go have a talk at halftime.
Hazel Park's going to get it right at midfield at 50-yard line.
And when they come back, they will still have the ball. Because they will get the ball at halftime. So he might choose to just run one up the gut, see what happens. Or he might just kneel on the ball. You got one guy way deep, and that's usually what he does when he's got that guy deep, and that's what he did. Let's go to the locker room and talk about it, fellas. So, Dave, at the end of the first half, give us the score.
21-0, Vikings, Hazel Park.
And we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Derek De La Rosa, Megan Love, and Matt Balea. Please welcome This year, the Viking Marching Band performing selections from Peter and the Wolf will feature the following visual and instrumental soloists: Cheyenne Ferguson, Erica Leffler, Nicole Jensen, Brittany Jones, Eva Childs, and Steve Metcalf. Drum majors, is your band ready? Musical arrangement is by Honolulu Street Band Commander Kenzie Lynch. Drill designed by Joe Falvey. Percussion arranged by Ralph Biggs. Color guard instructors are Lauren Cox and Allison Petridge. The Viking Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Bradley Elson and Ms. Jennifer Lohr. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2005-2006 Viking Marching Band!
Okay, Dave, we're back to start the second half of the football game. Hazel Park leading 21-zip, and we're going to get the ball to start the game.
It's always a
You're younger than I am. Who's in the back receiving for Hazel Park? The two deep guys. See if you can get your number. Number 20 will be Greg Lewis. And number 5, I think, is Dean Queener. If you can see the numbers, I know their names. That's Queener and Lewis in the back. And if they were smart, they'll kick it to the up guys. Well, we're ready to go. Start the second half. And he kicked it to an up guy. Oh, he hit it. Somebody better get it. Didn't we get it back? I think we got lucky. Well, you got to be ready to catch that ball. We got a good bounce.
good recovery.
Yes, it was. Derek Oliver jumped on it, so we still have the ball. First and 10, right on about the 29-yard line. The Queener split right, and somebody split way left, and they're going to give it to Greg Lewis if he's out there. Well, they gave it to Chris Lane. He picked up a couple of yards.
When you get that flanker and split that out now, it tends to stretch the defense a little bit, so
it does.
Open up the middle.
Chris run off tackle. He got about 2 yards. We'll give him 2. He's a good kid. Larry probably gave him 1. So. We got a bunch of whistles. We probably moved.
A little movement on Hazel Park's part.
No, it's offsides against Ferndale. I saw a guy moving Ferndale forward, but I didn't think he went offside. Apparently he did. And it was before the snap, so they call the play dead. So it'll be second at about 4.
This puts Hazel Park in a good position possibly for a pass in here. Going in a T formation, full house.
And I don't think he's going to pass. Look at him move. Look at him move. He finally got caught. What is that holding? Probably is. From where he threw the flag, it's holding against Hazel Park. And he didn't need to hold because he was going to be stopped anyway. He wasn't going anywhere. Made a couple of good moves, but the pursuit from Ferndale was good enough where they caught up to him before he gets started. A guy like Greg, he has to get some steps, but when he gets those steps, he's gone. But you got to give him 2 or 3 steps, and he didn't have them that time.
Yeah, Greg's quite a wiry little guy there. He can move.
Yes, he can.
Holding is a call against Hazel Park.
And that will back us up 10 yards.
Penalty yardage moves the ball back to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 14.
So it will be 2nd and 14. We're about right about the 25-yard line. Now they got receivers split out. Let's they throw to them. The kicker's on this side. And whatever that was didn't work. Dean Queener comes up with the ball. He was a ball carrier. Lost a football length.
About 15 yards to go.
This would be a big boost for the Vikes if they could pick up this 15 yards. But down there, I just started to say they're going to play it safe, and they split out 3 people. A slot and a man on both sides. Then we have a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Just about has to be too much time.
Delay of game is a call against the Vikings. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Well, that's going to tack on 5 more yards.
Yes.
And we're going to have about 3rd and 18 or 19 yards.
It's a couple of 3 times they've been called for that tonight. Coach Gunther's going to have to work on that next week. We've got a short week to work. Monday's a holiday, so that's why we're playing tonight. Tomorrow's a holiday, too, for the schools. And he gives it, a reverse. Got some speed, but can he get outside? And he gets some of the yardage back, but not near enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, he picked up about 7 yards on that.
Pretty good call. With that speed, he needs a couple of steps outside, but that was good pursuit by Ferndale. They gave him the 6 or 7 yards, or 8 yards, but it's still 4th and about 11, and Isman is going to be back to kick. Well, before we do this again, I've got to get his name.
Well, we need some good blocking up front and pursuit downfield to get that ball carrier.
Yes.
The parade and the loss that received the kick for the Eagles.
Good snap. Gets a low kickoff, but it's going to bounce. He's going to try to pick it up. Yes, he did. He more than tried. He picked it up. Being chased to this side and caught. Good pursuit by number 12. I think that's 12.
That's Dan Dawson.
Danny Dawson chased him down from the back. Showed some speed from both kids.
The ball is marked on the 45.
We have about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left, approaching halfway through the half.
And the ball is right on Hazel Park's 45-yard line. This is one of the better possessions for Ferndale. See if we can stop it.
Ticket number 141124 is the winner of tonight's 50-50.
We're still in the shotgun with Ferndale.
Come on to the press box.
A couple split ends, a flanker.
Yep. A good snap. He's an option. Oh, he gets away, and he's not going to get far, I don't think. A couple of missed tackles. He gains about 3 yards. And it looks like David Merle was in on the tackle.
Kind of froze the defense. Number 21 for Ferndale did a fake pump and kind of locked him up for a minute, for a few seconds, and gave him that extra couple yards.
Gets a couple of yards and bring him 2nd and 8. But while he's doing all of that, the clock's ticking.
Paul Eaton is winner tonight's 50-50 raffle. Thanks everybody supporting our booster club.
Bad snap, but he does pick it up. He's going to throw. Oh, he's not going to throw. Look at this. Big play by number 8.
Chris Lang.
Chris Lang. He came through, and he didn't have time to do anything. And I'm going to tell you, Chris Lang, when he gets to you, he's a load. A big loss brings up 3rd and about 16. 3rd and 16. Defensive backs, be ready for the. They've been throwing it right a little slot right across the middle, and it's been open most of the time. They've dropped a few of them, but they've been open. And he's in a shotgun with. Well, that didn't work.
Looked like Clint, they were trying to have a screen there for
that's
a second.
That's what it was, but he threw it too low. First it was a bad snap, then he threw it too low and lost a few more yards. Or did they call it incomplete? That's what they did. They called it an incomplete pass. It looked like it did skip on the ground. And they're back to kick, and Dean is back to receive it.
Well, I think they're probably going to put some pressure on that kicker again from Ferndale.
Dean Queener back to. It's a low kick, and there's not much he can do with it. Just let it roll. Don't even. Flag. And if it's against us, I don't know why we would do it. Let's see what it is. Let's see. Are they going to mark it off against?
Possible clipping.
Yeah, but why would anybody clip? They're not going to run it back. It's a face mask against. He pointed to the middle. I think it's against Ferndale. A face mask. No, it's against Hazel Park. Now the referee turns around. And so Hazel Park's got the ball, but it's their worst possession, about the 8-yard line. See if we can grind some time off the clock and get some yardage. Need at least a couple of first downs. I'd like to have a score, but some first downs would be okay. 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line. Now it's 1st and 14 at the 4-yard line.
We had movement on number 78, Greg Berlander of the Hazel Park Vikings. And launch us back 5 yards.
He's probably going to hear about that. But it happens.
Well, Clint, we want to be real careful here. We're about on the 3-yard line.
You're right on the 3 or 4-yard line, and just give it to the big man and let him run up the middle. And he gives it to somebody, and he comes outside. Yeah. Greg Lewis, I believe, has got the ball, and he got it a couple 3 yards. And a flag. Somebody said something or did something. I don't know what. Well, Ferndale picked up the flag, so no, he picked up the football. Well, this one's against Ferndale, looks like. See what it is. Personal foul. It's 15 yards. Well, I gave him a little breathing room now.
We needed that.
We needed something, and we got it. It's out to the 20-yard line now. So that was a big mistake by the Eagles. Let's see if Hazel Park can take advantage of it.
So important in a game of football to keep your composure.
Okay, Hazel Park gets about a yard, 2nd and 9. And the breeze is kicking up, and it looks like it's getting cloudy out to the west, buddy. I will be safe for this game, though. Okay. They got receivers split wide on both ends, and one in the flanker position, and a lone man in the backfield. And he hands it off to that lone man, and he gets caught. And another flag. And it looks like it's going to be holding against Hazel Park. And we have a man down on the other side of Viking. Come on, John Bray, get out there, buddy.
He's holding his right leg up.
It's holding against Hazel Park. We're giving him 10 yards right back. Now we're getting a little sloppy on the penalties, both teams.
We got a first-class guy out there, John Bray, our
yes, he
trainer.
is.
One of the very best.
And you know what? He's not only a good trainer, he's a very, very gentleman. He really is. He's like another coach out there sometimes. He's worked with us in Raiders for about as long as he has the high school, and it's like having another coach out there.
Well, he's a Viking. We can't see the number right there,
No.
but
You know,
still on the
his
ground.
wife,
John's,
his wife teaches with you.
yes, Tina
Bray.
Tina Bray, Longfellow Elementary.
And you know what? Anybody that walks up to John, whether it be a little league coach or a kid, and ask him to give him some advice on an injury or something, he's right there helping them out.
We got three players, three people looking at the Viking player on the ground right now, and we hope nothing serious.
John is through her. He'll check everything out. And okay, Chris Lang was the injured player. He's going to be all right. He's hobbling a bit, but as I said before, Chris will shake it off. He may sit out a while, and if things don't change, he may sit out the rest of the night. But I know
like
Chris.
Have a little problem with his left leg there.
Yeah. And after the holding penalty, it's 2nd and 20. And we're back in a hole on about the 10-yard, about the 11-yard line. Well, that was a dangerous thing, but they got it out. Throw it, buddy. He did, and just couldn't get up to catch it.
We're trying to set up a screen there about on the 10-yard line, but he just couldn't get it in his hands.
That's taking quite a chance with that shotgun back in that deep area, but it worked. I mean, it worked if he could have got the ball down a little bit. It scares me with that long snapper on the 10-yard line. Well, we're doing it again, and this time he's going to air it out a little bit. Long through, he's got to come back for it. Oh, wait a minute. We got it. No, Ferndale got it. I thought Queener had that ball when he come down. It sure looked like it. 51.
To speak up, it looked like they both had it, but I thought the Vikings came down.
I thought Dean Queener took it right out of his hands, but
but only what counts is the official.
That's right. And guess what? They got it out. It was good as a punt on the next play, and they got it on the Hazel Park 40, about the 41-yard line, where they'll have it first. And how much time in the quarter?
We have 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Okay.
Score is 21-0. Vikings are up.
We need to run some time off. Ferndale's not going to cooperate there. I think they'll be throwing it. Well, he's not in the shotgun now, so. The pass hasn't been really working for him, so let's see what he's going to do now. He's going to pass, and he's got a man wide open, and he gets hit, and look at that. Oh! He almost intercepted that. I'll tell you.
A lot of pressure put on the quarterback.
There was, but I'm going to tell you
that ball, he was tossed down to the ground with a good tackle.
But you know what? He's got to be frustrated. He's laid that ball right in their hands, and they're not catching it. I mean, I don't know how.
The Eagles of Ferndale have a quarterback who can throw.
He put that ball right in the hands of that receiver, and he dropped it. I would have almost given up 6 points right there. Okay, but it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw again, and he's been chased out of the pocket. He's going to run with it, and he's got some running room. He's got a first down. He's out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
Number 21 of the Ferndale he gained about 12 yards on that play.
Yes, he can scoot, and he goes back to throw. You got to respect the pass, and it opens up a little running room, and he scoots out to the right and picked up about 12 yards. And it's 1st and 10 on the 20, about the 27-yard line.
They're going to try a run here.
I don't think so. Back to throw. Still waiting. Oh, look at that. Right under everybody. And he's brought down. He's going to gain about 2 yards. And I didn't get the tackle. I saw the tackle, but I didn't get the number.
Ferndale runs out of that I formation with split ends and a flanker. I think one of these times
he ran out of desperation.
Yeah, he was running out of desperation.
2nd down and 8. Gives it the number 28 on a good tackle. Get that number. Is that 64 or 84?
64. Robert Delaney.
Robert Delaney. First time we've called his name, but he made a good play that time. 3rd down and about 8. I'll tell you what. Scott Gutzer's got a little speed on his defense too. They can move.
I'm impressed with their gang tackling. Yep. 2 or 3 guys on the ball carrier most of the time.
He's back to throw, airs it out again, and overthrows it.
The Eagles had 2 open guys.
He had 2 open guys, and he overthrew both of them. And that'll bring a big down, 4th down and 8. They'll probably go for it down here. Nothing to lose.
About 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings are up 21-0.
He's going from a shotgun again. Widespread offense. And he's back to throw. He's being chased. And he's not going to get too far. He got away. But he didn't make the first down, I don't believe. No. We got another.
He's short about by 5 yards.
And Hazel Park will take over. And we got another 84. Good enough hobbling. That's Jared Collins. But he's going to be able to get off the field on his own.
It's nice when you can get a lead, 21-0. I think Clint with a few first downs, we might see some of the second team going in there.
You might.
Hazel Park has called timeout.
Did Hazel Park call a timeout, Dave? I think so.
I think so. Timeout Hazel Park.
That's good. Needs to talk over strategy. How much time we got in the third quarter, Dave?
We have 2:11 left in the third quarter.
Okay.
And,
let's go score one more time.
For you folks who haven't seen our new football field and the stands, our new concession area, you need to come by and try it out.
It is, the concession area was built a couple years ago with a bond issue, and the new seating and the stands were just finished about 3 weeks ago, and it's nice. Field looks in pretty good shape. Danny Britton, our guy that does the grounds, and went along with a lot of other help, but keeps it in pretty good shape. All right, we break out of the huddle, and it's Hazel Park's ball, 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line. Gives it to outside. He gets some yardage. Brought down by number 53. And that would be number 40. That's David Merrill carrying the ball. First time I've seen him carry today, and gets about 7 yards. Good carry, David Merrill. 2nd down and about 4.
Hazel Park is in a T formation, tight ends.
Gives it a second back through, and he's carrying some guys for a couple of yards. He's going to be close to a 1st down. And we'll get the number. Looks like David Merrill again. And boy, he is awful close, but not quite. Give it to David Merrill again. Let him get the 1st down.
You know, Clint, we run a T formation at the junior high. We try to incorporate that so when they get to high school, the learning curve is sped up quite a bit.
Yes, it is, and it's 3rd and about the length of a football. And David Merrill, they gave it to David Merrill. He gains about 5, and he does get the 1st down. Good hard run, but a man. Well, he said Greg Lewis was great to have the ball. They were together. Well, whoever had it, it's a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. And the clock is running.
This will probably be our last down in the 3rd quarter. Time is running up.
Greg Lewis and David Merrill in the backfield. And too much time. What? 4 times.
I'm sure Coach Guthrie will be working on that next week, signaling in the plays and getting out of the huddle a little quicker. I've been really impressed with the time possession of Hazel Park tonight. They continue to get 1st downs and grind down the field and chew up the clock.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. And Hazel Park leading 21, Ferndale 0.
Next Friday, the Vikings will travel to play the Ferndale Yellow Jackets. 7 o'clock game time.
We'll take a little water break out there. While they do that, I want to do a little pitch for our junior high team over there. We're going to be opening against the Ferndale Eagles on September 21st at 4:30. Could always use a little support over there at the new junior high. If you haven't seen the new junior high, come and see it. It's phenomenal.
I gave our state representative, Andy Meisner, a couple weeks ago a picture that was in a big-time architectural magazine, and it was featured the new junior high in Hazel Park. So we got some publicity.
We should be very thankful to the citizens of Hazel Park in supporting this foundation.
You're absolutely right. We have to thank them because without them, it wouldn't be there. And we'll start the fourth quarter with Hazel Park in possession on the 30-yard line where it's 1st and 15.
Ferndale read that play real well. There's a gang of tacklers, 5 or 6 on Greg Lewis.
Greg Lewis didn't have a chance. They have another player down. I don't want to say injured player, but he's shaken up a bit. It's Ferndale Eagle this time.
Number 43.
Yep. Donovan Jordan. Working on his lower leg, so hope he's all right.
John Bay's overlooking Ferndale player on the 30-yard line.
And we have a couple of doctors down there too. Okay, Dave. The injured player's getting up. He's walking off on his own, limping a little bit. Looks like he'll be all right.
Like he injured that right leg a little bit.
Trying to get Terry Trott to turn the yard marker around so I can see what down it is. I think he's probably doing that on purpose, keep us getting. Oh, it's second down. He finally turned it around. Second about 15. Shotgun, number 3's back to throw. A little screen and no. Whoa, he did get away. And he's still running. I'll tell you what. Dean Queener, I think that's him, got about 2 yards, but he got.
That was excellent second effort.
But I'm going to tell you, it would have been about an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, that was all on his own. He,
little screen pass, and he had Eagles all over him. Chris Lane, quarterback. No, that's not Chris Lane. It looks like an 8, but it's got to be a 6, I guess. I don't know. Chris Lane's on the sideline. All right, maybe a 3.
Chris Murray.
It is Chris Murray. My man. Greg Lewis is loose around the end. Then he's caught. He's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Well, Clint, do you think they're going to take number 20 out, one of their premier running backs?
Not yet.
Soon?
Not yet. I think Coach Guthrie would like to have one more score, or at least get the ball downfield or something. Well, we're going to kick it downfield right now. You get a number on the kicker. It's not the place kicker. You know what? We're going to get a penalty, but it's not going to give us a first down. They were about, in my opinion, there were about 5 Eagles offsides.
It looked like it hit one of the Ferndale Eagles' helmets.
But they were offsides before they snapped the ball. It would be a dead ball foul, and there were about 5 of them. They were going after the kicker.
It will now make it first down and 2.
And you know what? It looks like he's going to go for it. Dean Queener's coming off the field, and that's the punter.
Well, with 10 minutes and 21 seconds up 21-0, you can take a few more chances.
You can take a few chances. And Greg Ballinger and Dorian Reed checks in on the line. He's going to go for it. Needs 2 yards. And he's not going to make it.
No gain on the play. Ferndale
You know,
on downs.
Coach Guthrie might have did that for his dad. Who knows? We'll have a quarterback sneak for the old man. Well, Ferndale will take over 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park. It's about the 44-yard line.
Good field position for the Eagles. See if they take advantage of this. But, you know, we've had a tough defense tonight.
They've had pretty good field position about 3 times, and they haven't taken advantage of it. Hope we can stop them one more time. Well, he's got receivers all over the field, and he's in a shotgun, so. And he's back to throw, being chased, gets a long pass out there, and that was a little fire for the receiver. But like we said, he can throw, but
this kid has a.
But you got to throw it. You got to throw it and catch it, or it don't count. And he's having a little problem catching it. That was overthrown a bit, but he's thrown some passes that really should have been caught. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw again, being chased. They caught that one.
It's number 14 for the Eagles. Out of 15-yard pass completion on the 30-yard line.
That's Justin Colville, and he was wide open, and he got it to him that time, a 1st down. On those pass plays, they're leaving them really wide open. First and 10. No catch.
It's about a 30-yard pass.
Yep, and it was
probably
right
should have
down
been
on
caught.
the 5-yard line. And we got a injured Viking. Well, we're getting banged up tonight. It looks like most of the time we're coming out of it okay, but
again, we have John Bray overlooking one of the Vikings on about the 5.
okay, Dave, it looks like the injured player is that a 12?
Seems to be coming off the field pretty good right now.
Dan Dawson looks like he's okay, and it's Eagles have it on the 29-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Well, fumble.
And a miscue between the center and the quarterback.
Looks like Ferndale did recover it. A loss of about 4. The 3rd and 14.
Well, Clint, we only got 5 minutes left here.
We can't say anything yet because 5 minutes could be a long time.
It could be. You never want to take any game for granted.
This is a big 2 play. So Ferndale will go for it on the fourth down here, and he's back to throw, and he's being chased, and he got hit just as he let go and overthrew everybody. And he paid the price too. Let's see who that was. Who's that strutting? He said, I got him, boy. Number 50. Chris Durden. He's strutting his stuff, boy. He planted the quarterback. Good hit, legal hit. You might hear footsteps. Ferndale call a timeout, or the Hazel Park? I think Ferndale.
Looks like Coach John Barnett is out there talking to the defense on the 30-yard line. Sure, he's telling them not to give these receivers any cushion so they can get out and make a quick score and try to get back in this ball game.
It's either that or telling the joke, one of the two. No, I know John. He's not telling a joke.
Yeah. John Barnett started his coaching career over at Beecher.
And did an excellent job, I might say. I worked with him a couple of years. Just a real good family. You teach with a couple of his sisters, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
His dad's an old football guy. Fourth down. He's back to throw, and he's being chased. He airs it out, and I thought he was, but it never gave a signal. Queeners makes it look rough. I got the ball. So they get it on the 20-yard line. Well, we got a big break there, an interception. They got receivers split out, but I don't think he's going to be throwing a football. We got somebody outside. Is that it runs like Greg Lewis, but let's see if it's him. Yes, that's Greg Lewis, and he picks up about 12 yards. Did he say yes, there is a flag on the play. And usually from there it's holding. It looks like he's talking to the Vikings. He may be talking to the Vikings, but the other referee's talking to the Eagles. It's going to be against the Vikings.
It's going to put the Vikings close to their own goal line.
And negate a good 12-yard gain by Mr. Lewis.
Out of the infraction, moves the ball back to the 13-yard line.
6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the ball game. And it's first and about 15. From the 15. And we dropped the ball. And instead of falling on it, he picked it up and tried to run, but oh, come on. There's no question who had the ball. Ferndale's got it. I thought we covered it up real good, but apparently not. Yeah. He'll hear about that. Don't try to pick it up. Fall on it.
You don't want to give any. You don't want Ferndale to have any daylight. Get back in this ball game.
Well, I'd say it's pretty good field position. Gives it to number 41, and he's in pretty easy.
41 went out off left tackle for a score of about 6 yards. We were able to score their first touchdown.
Yes, with about 6 minutes left, right?
Scores Hazel Park 21, Ferndale 6. So now ready for trying their extra point.
Where's everybody going? You can't leave the field on officials' timeout. And the official reminded them of that. This is my timeout, fellas. Looks like Chris Lang is limping off the field again. He's going to try to kick the extra point through. Snaps low, he gets it down, and it's up, and it's good. So the score is now 21-7.
So now Hazel Park 21, Ferndale 7.
Not sure where the clock is working on the scoreboard correctly
It's
right
not
now.
working because
Okay,
it's going the wrong way.
wrong direction, Clint. I'm a little worried here. We don't want to give Eagles of Ferndale any extra time.
Because it was 6 minutes and 18, well, it's 7:48 now.
So we're checking on that clock situation. But it's going the wrong direction, folks, in terms of the time. I'm sure they'll correct it momentarily. Ferndale is will be kicking off to the Hazel Park Vikings after their first score. I'm sure that's provided a little life in their heels. Try to come back. Vikings are about to receive the kickoff. Looks like Ferndale is going to try to do an onside kick right here, folks.
Smart. A smart play.
Good hands by the Hazel Park Vikings. At the 47-yard line, Vikings take over.
You know what, Dave? I think I figured it out. There's some bulbs blown in that clock, and when it looked like it was 6:18, it was 8:18.
Number 22.
So that didn't work for Ferndale, so he gets Hazel Park in pretty good field position on the 45-yard line, about the 46-yard line, where it's 1st and 10. And if he had anybody out of the game, you can bet they're back in right now.
You see the
Ferndale's
Ferndale's getting a little
They're starting.
psyched up here.
They're starting to
They
get
wanna come
psyched
back.
up. They want to play the game. No gain on the play.
Number 40, David Merrill, is about to for the Vikings. No gain on the play, brought down by the interior of the Ferndale defensive line.
2nd down 10. He's back to throw. He gets it off, and he's got somebody wide open. You know what? That was a good play. Can you get that number? Oh, another flag.
There wasn't anyone within 5 to 7 yards when he caught that ball.
And it's coming back.
Unfortunately, Hazel Park had a penalty on it.
But it was a good play.
Maybe they'll call it again.
The ball's moved back to the 35-yard line.
And it will be 2nd down and 20 now.
In a T formation. Tight ends.
And we give it around the end, and he's got some room. That's Dean Queener. And he's got a 1st down. It's going to be close, but I think he's got it. Yes, he's got a 1st down. Queener took his time, got outside, then picked up a little speed. Kind of knew when he was finished and stepped out of bounds. Got pushed out of bounds, but good run by Queener. At our quarterback, Chris Lang is still limping around, but he's with John Bray. John will take care of him. 1st down. Gives it off to the first man. He's going to get a few yards. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Second effort gave him a couple of yards. What's all the whistles for?
David Merrill, the ball carrier for the Vikings.
David Merrill was the ball carry, picks up a couple of yards, bring up 2nd and 8.
Picks up 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Well, the Vikings continue to have ball control, and it's very critical at this point in time with the Eagles scoring a touchdown here in the past few minutes.
Greg Lewis is trying to get outside. It turns the corner and is inside the 20. And another flag. Looks like it's coming back.
There's a flag on the play.
Holding against the Vikes.
There's a call against the Vikings. There's a 10-yard penalty.
Greg Lewis has had at least 30 yards called back tonight. And they don't count.
Greg Lewis most certainly is a speedster. He gets outside, not many people can keep up with him.
Well, it did run 20 seconds off the clock, though. Is it guess who's got the ball outside? Guess who's going down to the 10-yard line? And I'm looking, and there's no flags.
In any football game, at the end of the game, when you get a lot of yards as a running back, first people you want to go up to is your offensive lineman and tell them what a great job they've done tonight.
That's right. Remember when Rob Conklin played for Beecher, he ran at will almost the whole season. And he knew why. They gave him some steps and he could run. And that was his lineman. First down. Gives it to the big guy in the middle. Don't get much. That was David Merrill.
David Merrill is the ball carrier. Picks up 1 yard.
Gets a yard, brings up 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9.
Back to throws, got a man open, throws it out of bounds.
Had a few steps on the Eagles right there.
He had the play set up. Chris is a little upset with himself. He overthrew it. It was a good play, good call. The receiver was there. Heisman might get a chance for a field goal. I hope not. I hope they score, but it could be. Well, he's loose, but not for long. They keyed on him. Just give it to Greg Lewis. We're going to stop him this time. They were all over him.
And they had sniffed out that play.
Yes.
Quite well.
16-yard line, 4th down.
We have 4 minutes and 14 seconds left. Hazel Park Vikings up 21-7 in the fourth quarter.
You know what he's doing? He's letting his clock run down as far as it goes, and he's going to call a timeout. I think. Is the clock running?
Yes, it is, Clint.
Yes,
A little less
that's what he did.
Timeout.
He let it run. He let it run down to the last second. He was talking to the referee. Give me a timeout, and it gets down to 1 second. And then runs some time off the clock. That's what coaches get paid for.
Very critical that they be careful here. Just don't want to.
That's
Give
the
them
question about a field goal. Do they block it? Can he run back a field goal attempt? I think they can. If it's blocked and they pick it up, so with under 4 minutes to go, I'd just take my chances on a play, and I don't see number 10 going in, so yes, number 10's going in, so he's going to try to field goal. Let's see if people like it, the fans like it.
The coach is probably looking at it in a tight situation in future ball games. Just
Yep.
give him a
We
little.
might need the experience. He missed one last week, so give him some. If he gets this one, it'll give him a lot of confidence. Need a good snap, though.
The University will take the field goal from the 32-yard attempt.
That's a high snap. Didn't have much of a chance. Yes, guys. Somebody go touch it. You know what? I don't think somebody realized that was a live ball back there. Somebody woke up and got back there. It's a touchback, and he's going to get the ball on the 20-yard line.
The touchback is in single. The ball has been placed on the 20-yard line.
You're going to see the Eagles airing it out, Clint.
Oh, they have to.
Next 3.5 minutes.
And I think you're going to see some defensive back 10 or 15 yards off the ball. Maybe not that far, but more than usual.
Eagles quarterback has a great arm out there, so be careful, Hazel Park.
They're spread out. They're not as deep as I thought they were. Well, the safeties, the back corners are widespread. And guess what? They ran it, and he's got some running room. Somebody hit the guy. All right, we got him.
Looks like he's out of bounds around the 31, 32-yard line.
But he ran about 12 yards, got a first down.
Number 10, Wendell Ross is about playing. Wendell also makes a stop for the Vikings.
They run the ball, but they'll probably try to go to the sidelines and stop that clock
Yeah.
and possibly throw.
I don't think they have time to do that, though.
I was a little surprised in that last play that they did run.
Well, they got people spread out now. And he's not in a shotgun. Pitches it back. He's going to try to run this way. And guess what? He's got nothing. David Merle read that, and he just stepped up, says, nothing doing, dude.
I'm surprised the Eagles using this strategy right now.
Me too.
With the clock running and down 2 touchdowns, but
And the kid can throw.
Play loses 1 yard, second down and 11.
You're approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game. And a flag on the play.
and an interception.
And
Is a park, but we'll have to
there is a flag, though.
look at the flag and sort it all out.
Let's see. Did they move or did we go off sides? Who got the interception? Did you see?
Number 8, Chris Lang.
Is he back in there? Yeah. Let's see what the flag is. Yeah, Chris Lane got the interception. And they're bringing their defense out, and what did they do, pick the flag up? Apparently he did. No, it's illegal procedure. Declined.
That's why he picked the flag up.
Okay, Hazel Park's got it on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Chris Merrill, quarterback. Greg Lewis still in the ball game. They're going to play it safe. They're going to run it up the gut with the clock running down.
This is impressive on part of Hazel Park. Last week they had a close ball game and came up a little short, but it seems like Clinton, they've regrouped this week. And
yeah, they've made some mistakes tonight, but I can tell you, I was over here one day and they were working hard. I know they were working really hard. And, you got these 3 fairly young coaches. They got a good attitude. They're young. And they can get along with these kids pretty well and get them to play. They're not pushovers, but yeah, they're just going to run it up the gut. It's Brandon Hughes trying to get some yards.
For a little less than 2 minutes, about 1 minute and 54 seconds left.
And I think Ferndale's not calling any timeouts. So let's just take it home and go home. 3rd down and about 12.
I think Hazel Park's a team to be reckoned with, folks, in the Oakland County League.
The Madison Park says they were ranking the teams in our division, and there were comments was don't count Hazel Park out, but they also said don't count Ferndale out either. Look at that. Merrill, you got to get outside if you want to do that. He kept the ball, picked up a few yards, and all kinds of flags. Somebody said something, and another flag. And 79, you better keep your trap shut. I take it's 79. I don't even have a 79. 78. Ray Burlinger, and the coaches are going to be talking to him later on probably. It's not wise at this point in the ball game. Of course, somebody probably said something to him too, but when you're winning, back off. Unless you can't. You never know down on the field what's going on.
4 officials around the 15-yard line, sorting it all out, with 4 flags on the ground.
Well, they can't throw another flag. Whatever happens, they'd have to borrow one. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a personal foul against Ferndale. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hazel Park, and everything's wiped out, and it's still 3rd down. Well, personal foul maybe caused the unsportsmanlike conduct. If you get hit in the wrong place, you're going to say something. But if you say it, you got to pay the price. Sometimes you can't blame them for saying it. And it's still 4th down. And how much time we got, Dave?
We have 55 seconds.
All right. I think we can safely say we just about got it in the bag, don't you?
Oh, I agree.
Greg Lewis gets his final chance, and he's still bouncing around, but he's going to be dragged down about the 4-yard line, maybe 5.
Gained about 8 yards on that
Yep.
play. Running to the right side, towards the sidelines.
And it's Ferndale's ball, 1st and 10 on the, looks like the 5-yard line. And not much time to go. Wholesale substitutions for both teams, looks like. Did somebody call a timeout, or? No, I just think they're switching some players. They're counting the players. It looks like they got a little confusion out there, but yeah, we got it sorted out. And now Ferndale calls a timeout.
Ferndale is called timeout.
Well, Clint, who's on the schedule next week?
Who's on the schedule?
Vikings
Avondale,
next
I
week?
believe. Let me double
We
check.
are reminded that the Vikings will
Pretty sure it's
travel to the
Avondale.
Ferndale Yellow Jackets next Friday night.
Avondale at Avondale. Then we come back home for 2 games.
Well, there's a lot of substitutions going on right now.
How much time we got? I can't see that clock.
38 seconds.
38 seconds.
Vikings up 21-7 against the Eagles of Ferndale.
I think the Guthrie boys and Barnett and the other coaches will work on some of those penalties that's been called tonight, because that's the biggest problem tonight was the penalties, holding penalties. Other than that, they've played a pretty solid game.
Now it seems Carter was involved there.
They'll look at some film this
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend, and I'm sure they'll try to improve in that area.
And you know, I'm looking at the roster. They got a lot of juniors coming back and getting back next year. And some. He's still running, but now he stopped. And unless somebody calls a timeout, that's the ball game. At the end of the game, the Hazel Park Vikings 21, Ferndale Eagles 7. Dave, thanks for coming up and joining me, and it's been a pleasure working with you. And good luck with the junior high team.
Thank you, Clint, and it's been a pleasure working with you tonight.
Good night, folks. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.